Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Hello, gorgeous, beautiful stars. Paris Star Channel here with a new and possibly very exciting episode because my oh my, what is going to happen today? Who is going to be the star of the show? Let me just show you this. My little collection comes from l.f. Cosmetics. We are going to have some fun with these products. Most importantly, with most viral products from l.f. Cosmetics. We're going to apply it to our face today and see why is the hype? Is it the price, or is it the performance, or just like what is going on? So yes, if this is something that interests you, please tune in to the party where we celebrate everyone's diversity that makes us all different and beautiful. Here we go, here we start today's episode, but first, before we're gonna go anywhere else, let's have a look at all of this from the close-up. Alright, gorgeous, beautiful stars. As you can see, this is my whole collection of l.f. Cosmetics that is going to be featured in my episode. I mean, most of the products in here, because some of them they are discontinued, so I don't want to mess in your heads with that. So, what are we going to try today? We're going to try the most famous CC creams from l.f. Cosmetics. We're going to try to pair them with the concealers, especially the hydrating concealer. We're trying to set everything with a very famous e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder, and then of course we're gonna add some colors and dimensions with the most famous blushes. Some of them they're luminous, some of them they're matte, they're normal, and of course we're going to add more dimension with a very famous bronzers, the cream bronzers from e.l.f. We will try to prime our face, and with the most famous primers like the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, the e.l.f. Gripping Primer, or the e.l.f. Luminous Hello Glow Primer, and we'll add some colors to my eyes with a very famous little eye palette, the Bite Size palette. But apart from that, guys, e.l.f. is also famous for its tools. It's wonderful tools. Some of them they're discontinued, but the most famous tools are actually these sponges right here and right over here. We're going to put most of these things to the test. So let's go with today's episode. Okay guys, and so here we are back in the studio, ready to apply makeup from l.f. Cosmetics. How exciting it can be. But before we are going to do it, let's do some swatches of the complexion so that we can pick up the right shade that will fit for my own needs and for this makeup look. Alright guys, so here we are with the full swatches glory. As you can see, something is happening. I hope no one is gonna visit me right now. Because imagine if someone would knock at the door and I'll be like, hello? So yeah, basically what has happened, I put some products, and let me explain what kind of products you can see, what kind of swatches. On my forehead, right over here, you can see these products, which is e.l.f. Camo CC Cream Color Correcting Full Coverage Natural Finish SPF 30. And then right over here, there's a shade called Fair 100, and right over here there is a shade called Fair 120. Good. On this side of my face you can see 4 shades of a concealer, and it's this product, guys, which is e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. So let me introduce you these shades that I'm having on my face. The lightest one, it's Light Sand. The next one, right over here, it's Medium Sand. The third one is Tan Walnut, and the last one is Tan Latte. So these are the shades of the standard e.l.f. Camo Concealer. On the other side of my face, there are 4 shades of the Hydrating Concealer, which looks like this, and the name exactly is e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. So let's have a look what kind of shades we are having right over here. The first one here, it is Fair Beige. The second one is Light Ivory. The third one is Light Peach. And the last one is Light Beige. So what are we going to do? For the sake of this video and to create the makeup, this is what is going to happen. For the complexion, I am going to choose this shade 120 Fair from the CC Camo foundation, which is this one. And then for my under eye area, I'm going to choose the lightest shade, which is this one, which is Fair Beige. So there you go. The decision has happened from the swatches. This is what we're going to use to create a makeup. Alright you guys, but before we're gonna go and jump into makeup with a face, as you can see, what has happened on my eyes? This looks beautiful, this looks gorgeous. What is it? What has happened? Guys, let me just tell you, e.l.f. Bite Size eyeshadow has happened on my eyes. This little palette in the shade Cream and Sugar has happened. This is how the product looks like, and my oh my, the color, the shades, it looks absolutely beautiful. On top of that, there are so many these bite-sized palettes available on the website, so if this is gonna work on my eyelids, I'm absolutely excited to explore more, because my oh my, does this look good? And it was so simple to apply. Basically, what has happened, let me just open this for you. You have 4 eyeshadows. This one landed on my eyelid. Then the little sparkle right over here landed in the inner corner of my eye. Then this sparkle happened in the outside corner of my eye, and then there was a little bit of a definition with the super punchy dark brown, and the result, I love it. I really love it. I'm really surprised how cute this little bite-sized palette looks like. And you know, you can put it in your pocket and you can just basically take it anywhere and achieve that beautiful look. Or maybe just put a little bit of a sparkle and you're ready to go. Very easy to apply, very easy to work with. I'm impressed. I love it and I'm impressed. So yes, that would be my eye look for now, and finally it is time to jump to the makeup on my face. So let's do it. Let's explore a little more of products from e.l.f. Cosmetics. So the time has arrived to prep my face, to put some primer on my face and see what will happen. And my oh my, I think that e.l.f. it is absolutely very famous and very popular when it comes to primers, don't you think? There are some really viral and very popular primers. So I have prepared 3 of them, which I am going to apply. The first one, e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer with its unique brush. Guys, this is how the product looks like. And guys, I guess everyone knows e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. It has been viral for such a long time, and even by myself, because as you can see, we really like each other. It is that kind of a smoothing, a little bit moisturizing, but not too much, you know, primer that basically preps your skin to apply makeup, and makeup just looks very nice on top of this primer. So I am going to apply it now while using this unique and incredible brush, guys, that I got with. I don't know, I just got pulled for this. I was very curious and I said, yeah, well, why not? And I guess the funniest thing is actually when you look at the photos of certain products, the brushes look beautiful, looks good, but most important, they look big. And then it comes to the photo, the internet comes to reality, and it's it is a little bit small. Let's just say it is a little bit small, but at the same time it is a very unique brush. As you can see here, it's quite nice and soft, and here it has a little bit of a spatula. So I guess what they want you to do is to use the spatula and take some of the primer, just like so, and then apply it to your face. So this is what we're gonna do, and I am going to apply this kind of a balmy primer all over my face. Maybe I'm gonna use just a little bit more. Very unique, really very interesting, very unique approach with that spatula, but hey, it works. It works. Okay, and now we have this brush. So let's just spread the primer with the brush. As you can see, the primer is it's kind of like gliding on my skin, but it's definitely much more mattifying. So if you have a glowy kind of radiant type of a skin, it will tone it down just a little bit, but at the same time it will blur just a little, not so much. Your pores will not disappear, your pores will actually never disappear, you know. But yeah, I guess from my point of view, guys, the poreless putty primer, it's famous for a reason, and this is how it looks like when applied, and this will perfectly prepare your skin to apply makeup. But this is not over yet when it comes to primers, because I have two more that I want to show you. So the next one is going to be another, I suppose, viral and very popular primer from the brand, and it is this one, guys, e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This is how the product looks like. And guys, oh my, is this very famous now on internet. It is supposed to be a dupe for a much more expensive primer from l.f.Makeup. And what it basically does, it is supposed to be like a glue that will help your foundation to adhere to your face, which for me it's very intriguing because I am a little bit allergic type of a person. I sneeze a lot, I blow my nose a lot, so most importantly, most of the time the foundation just disappears from my nose right over here. So I am going to apply this primer from e.l.f. to see if it's true. Does it really work like some sort of a glue? Will it help my makeup to adhere to my face, and how it is going to perform? So I'm going to take just a little bit, because I'm planning just to put this on my nose. Oh my god, oh my gosh, look at this. Can you actually see it? Ah. Oh my gosh, it is sticky. Okay, it is slimy sticky. What is with, oh my gosh, what is with this wizardry? Oh my god, okay, I understand why there's this hype all about. Because, well, yeah, well, oh my gosh, it's fun. It's fun at the same time, but, okay, the consistency is gel-like, glue-like. Very nice, but very thick. Okay. Okay, I think we've got it. It is it has some sort of a very interesting kind of like cooling sensation, I must say, but it feels good. It definitely feels good on my skin right now. And they say it, directions, apply evenly before makeup with your fingertips. This is what I did, and pat into skin. Wait 30 seconds before applying makeup. Okay, so they're asking to wait 30 seconds before applying makeup. It's okay. It can sit for a little bit longer because we'll apply some other products, but let's try the stickiness, guys. Let's try the claim about the stickiness. I think the 30 seconds has already passed since I applied it. I have a little bit piece of paper. Oh my gosh, I think it works. Wait a second, wait. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. But this primer really works. Look. Ah, now it is. Now it falls off, but oh my gosh, it really does works like a stick, like some sort of a glue, and it is sticky. It is sticky. The foundation is ready to be applied. Okay, and the third primer and the product that is having a hype and it's becoming, I suppose, viral at this moment, and it is for the reason actually, it's here, it's this one, e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. This is how the product looks like, and it has become very quickly one of my favorite products when layered as a primer, because it gives you a beautiful glow, a radiant glow without being super over radiant or oily. It smooths your skin. It is a perfect hybrid of the skincare mixed with makeup. There are some nourishing ingredients in here, and it just performs really very well. So this is what I'm going to use as my third primer, but not all over my face. It's just in the strategic points, which is going to be right over here on my cheekbones. And as you can see, it is a little bit tinted, but do not be afraid, because once blended it melts into the skin absolutely perfectly and it looks wonderful. So let me just show you this right now. As you can see, the tint that was in this product has disappeared, and it has melted with my skin while giving me this kind of a beautiful and healthy glow. I really like it. I really enjoy it. It is very similar to Charlotte Tilbury, but Charlotte Tilbury has mica that is much more glowier. So for me, Charlotte Tilbury is very good to mix it with a foundation or use it on top of the foundation, while the product from e.l.f. is definitely better to lay it on its own or to use it as a primer. And look at this. The glow, guys. Oh my gosh. And that is how I'm going to prepare my face for this makeup, and this is how we're gonna move on from now on. The next step that is going to happen in my makeup, it is going to be the concealer, and this concealer, I suppose, is one of the most famous ones in e.l.f. and it is called e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is how the product looks like, and I chose mine in the shade Fair Beige. I'm going to apply it in my under eye area, and I must say, and I'll be absolutely honest with you, that the original e.l.f. I did not enjoy in my under eye area because it was very thick It was definitely very drying, and for my under eye area, I'm over 40 years old, you could see everything. You could see my wrinkles, you could see my fine lines, and it wasn't just very flattering. This concealer is definitely interesting to conceal anything on your face, but for my under eye area, it was a huge no-no. So I decided to go with a hydrating version, and I hope that the hydrating version is going to give me that beautiful plump. I don't know, it's just gonna moisturize my under eye area. It's gonna look beautiful, radiant and glowy, and this is something that I'm looking for in the concealer. So let's go and try it out and apply it in my under eye area right now. So it is very nice, very interesting. The bottle is a little bit something like the look of the bottle looks a little bit like Pat McGrath, I suppose, but I think this one is plastic. Okay, you guys, so before we actually going to apply this e.l.f. hydrating camo concealer in my under eye area, there is another honorable mention, and it is this. It is e.l.f. Camo Concealer Sponge. This is how the product looks like, and guys, I have been using this sponge for a very long time, and I love it. I love this sponge, absolutely. It is a wonderful sponge. This is how it looks like. It is so nice. It is so squishy. It is so soft. And look at this. You can actually get everywhere and blend your product perfectly. So I love this sponge. It is so nice. I think it's the softest sponge I've ever had in my collection. You can blend any kind of a product, or you know, cream products like blushes and bronzers and whatnot, but the best purpose is here in the under eyes because it is very soft and very precise. I absolutely love it. So my sponge is wet, and now it is time to apply the concealer. I'm very curious about that. Right now we're going to apply just a little bit because but you know, it's not a new product, so I heard lots of about this product, and especially that it is definitely a very high coverage, that it's very thick. Yeah, it is. Okay, I got you. Definitely. Okay, very, 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 very thick and very high coverage concealer, no doubt about that. But at the same time, it's very weird. It kind of, I don't know, did not cover here. Maybe I lifted too much with a sponge. Well, the first impressions are very pigmented. Too much pigment for my personal taste. Look what just has happened on my face. Oh my gosh. Very, very, very pigmented. A little bit too much. And I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna like each other because it already starts to crease. It already starts to crease, and it looks heavy. It looks heavy. And this is not that type of a makeup that I am looking for, you know. I like things that are light to medium, that are undetectable. And this is detectable. Like, you can even detect it from here. Can you see it? It's very detectable. So if you would approach like that, you would makeup, and I like makeup that doesn't look like makeup, but that's my personal opinion. Nonetheless, if you would be looking for the heavy high coverage concealer, yeah, this is the one. Look, it covered everything. I'm cancelled. My under eye area is cancelled. So yeah, let's go to the other under eye area and apply this product. I don't think I need more. I don't think I need more. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay. I am cancelling myself. I'm cancelled. But hey, makeup is all about fun, right? We are having fun. We're testing out the product. So, you know, you're definitely gonna know my opinion in the end about these cosmetics and about these products. Oh gosh, it creases. It does crease. It does crease. Okay. Let me approach and see you how it looks like just after application. It looks heavy. Look at this. And all my fine lines and wrinkles suddenly are exposed everywhere. This was supposed to be hydrating. I do not absolutely feel any hydration. What I actually feel is it's heaviness that comes from the super heavy coverage. But I do not see any, I do not feel any kind of hydration here. I'm confused. Okay, good. Enough about this. The final check-in is going to happen and you're gonna definitely find my opinion. So this is how it looks like on my face, and now it is time to apply some of the foundation. And the foundation that I'm going to use for the purpose of this video is going to be this one, e.l.f. Camo CC Cream Color Correcting Full Coverage Natural Finish. This is how the product looks like, and I have decided to apply this foundation, this CC cream, in the shade Fair 120. As far as I know, this is a matte full coverage CC cream, so just to oomph a little bit and to give a little bit of a glow and a moisture, we are going to mix these products together. e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter with the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream to add a little bit life to this product, because I don't prefer personally super matte, super high coverage products. But before we go into apply this to my face, let's check once again the primer. Okay, it is a little bit tacky, but not as tacky as it was right in the beginning. But then, you know, lots of minutes has passed. They were proposing to wait 30 seconds and then apply the product. There were minutes that were passing. So let's do the test one more time with a piece of tissue. Okay, it is a, oh no. Okay, I understand. Okay, it is a little bit tacky, as you can see, but I understand the trick. I guess they call it a glue for a reason. It's the same thing, I suppose. When you have a glue and you let the glue dry, it's not sticky anymore, right? It is obvious. And I think this is the same thing with this product. This product cannot dry, because when it is going to dry, it is not tacky anymore. That's why it's probably confusing so many people. If you're gonna let it sit for too long, it's gonna set and it's not gonna be as tacky as it's supposed to. So, maximum 30 seconds, this product can stay to set on its own, and then right after 30 seconds we have to apply makeup. I made a huge mistake. I made it wait for too long. Nonetheless, it is a little bit tacky, but not as tacky as it was upon my initial application. It is fine. It's not a very big problem. I can apply it, reapply it just a little bit once again to make it tacky again, and then we can actually go to apply the CC cream. The sensation of this product is really very strange. It is kind of cooling. Yeah, and the tackiness is back again. The tackiness is back again, so we cannot let it dry. So let's go quickly and apply the product. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and apply to my palette. Like so. 2 dips I think will be more than enough. And now I am going to take this CC cream and mix it all together. And see what will happen and see the results. I think 1 pump is more than enough because I am never looking for super high coverage. I don't like to cover my beauty, you know. I prefer to enhance my inner beauty. I'm not the person to cancel it. I'm a person that likes to enhance it, you know. But everyone has its own preferences, you know. The greatest thing is about makeup that makeup is just so much fun. I love it. Good. I think it's very well mixed, and let's go and let's apply the product. And I guess another product that should be introduced in this step should be this sponge. It is called Angled Silicone Face Sponge. This is how the product looks like, and it's supposed to be very unique because this sponge has many different finishes. I guess it's cut from this side, it's cut from this side. This apparently side is to apply a concealer, and then it has this kind of a very weird ending that it's made out of silicone. So it is supposed to be good to apply your face makeup. I wonder. I thought it's gonna be transparent, but all the sponge is medium soft. It's not super soft. This one is definitely softer. It is super soft. This one is medium soft, and that end, it's not like super silicone transparent. The whole sponge is actually very porous. It has some pores, should I say. Good, but first I am going to apply this with the brush. And then I'm going to press everything all together with the sponge. Okay. Yeah, oh my gosh, guys. This is coverage. I mean, this is coverage. And I haven't even applied everything. Look how much has left on my palette. Oh my, ooh la la. This is coverage. But hey, at the same time, okay, I am not a full coverage type of a person, but that doesn't mean that we don't have in this world people that prefers full coverage. So, you know, if you are that type of a person, this product certainly can be for you, you know. I feel cancelled. I feel cancelled, but it's okay, it's okay. We're you know, we're playing with makeup, so it's absolutely fine. I feel cancelled and matte and a little bit ghostly, but that's my fault, you know. I chose the wrong shade, but trust the process, okay? Trust me. I can promise you that we will add some structure and some dimension, and my face will not look after, and the final result is not going to look that ghostly. You have to trust me, okay? Good. Okay, and now I am going to use this sponge just to press everything to my skin. Okay, okay. Guys, this sponge, can you hear it? Can you hear it? I mean the sound. Okay, well, you can buy the sponge just for the sound. But okay, no. I mean, no. No, what I'm trying to say by saying no is no. It is in sponges I'm looking for super mega softness, and this is not the one, okay? It is not the one, and the silicone tip in here, I thought it's gonna be very nice and soft and transparent, just like silicones, you know, just like silicones. And it, as you can see, no, it is not like that, you know. It has some pores in here, and it's not super soft, and it's like kind of medium. No, it I don't know. This is not my personal type of a sponge. Million times I prefer this one. That is just, it is so nice and beautiful and soft. I love this one. Alright, so now we have the foundation, the CC cream applied, and it's time to add some structure. It is time to add some dimension and breathe some life on my face. So what we're going to do now, we are going to apply the bronzers. And my oh my, are these bronzers very famous among the brand. And so here they are, the e.l.f. Putty bronzers. This is how the product looks like. And they come in a very cute pots. The shades are actually very intriguing. So now I can show you the shades from the close-up so that you can see. Some of them, they're extremely cool. It's almost like they're not bronzers anymore, but they're kind of like grayers. They're very gray, perfect for contouring. And some of them, they're very warm, which are perfect for bronzing. And I guess my only issue with these products is that the names of these bronzers, they're on the carton boxes. They're here on the bottom, like here and here, but they're not here. They're not here. So basically what is going to happen, if you are going to throw away the carton boxes that have been delivered, you don't know their names. So I had to use a marker to write down the names, to memorize their names. I have two, which is Feeling Shady, that is very great, perfect probably for contouring, and I have 10 lines that is very good to warm up your face. But this is what I've said, once you're gonna get rid of these boxes, you're not gonna note down their names, you're never gonna know how they've been designed to be called. And this is something that I'm what is happening. And then with these bronzers you can buy and get a special brush. This is how the product looks like, and this brush is called e.l.f. Putty Bronzer Brush. And the size, again, when you look at the photo, you're quite impressed that you say, oh, okay, cool, very nice brush, and then it gets delivered and it's tiny. It is tiny. But then again, okay, not a big problem, because you can just dip it in here and it's going to be fine. So first what I'm going to do, I am going to choose this very unique shade called Feeling Shady, which is almost gray, to contour a little bit my face, and I'm going to use this special brush. And let's see how it goes. Okay, I got it. Good. Can you see it? It adds a very unique kind of like, almost like a shadow. Wow, okay. And it blends, but then it does give some color, very subtle, but it is here, it does exist. Okay, let's see on the other side. Guys, it is a very unique shade, this Feeling Shady. It will not hurt you, should I say. It is very kind of like application friendly, not super pigmented, but then again, it is here. It gives me some sort of a dimension. Very unique bronzer, honestly. Oh, okay. Very interesting shade for contouring, I must say. Wow, okay. Cute. Guys, this is cute. Okay. I like it. I like it. It's a very unique shade, but it gives you that kind of a very discreet, subtle dimension. A shadow. Perfect for sculpting. And it's creamy. And it's not super punchy. Like it. Like it, like it. But I don't want to look like some sort of a ghost. So right now I am going to use a second shade that is much warmer, and it's called Tan Lines, and I'm going to add a little bit of a warmth to my face and a little bit more of the dimension. It is definitely very creamy, and as you can see, it is definitely warmer. This is like the real type of a bronzer that I would be using in every day. But since we are playing today with makeup, we're going with I call it the full spiel. So yeah. These bronzers, they're not super pigmented, and this is something that I like, which means that for many people they're going to be very application friendly, should I say. Nice. Actually, as you can see, it blends with your skin very nice without lifting the product, that layer underneath. It looks cool. It looks cool. As you can see, as you know, I'm a person that likes makeup, no makeup, so I do not like to super over bronze myself. I'm basically adding colors just to, you know, just to bring some life to my face. So this is what I said. These bronzers, when it comes to pigmentation, they will not hurt you because the pigmentation is definitely buildable and they're not over pigmented. They're very application friendly and I love it. So there you have it. 2 bronzers applied, shaped, a little bit dimension, a little bit of a structure. This is how it looks like, and for my personal taste this is more than enough. The color is in here, it is bronzed, it is shaded a little bit, and so far I really like this effect. So for me, the bronzers, they're really cool. But right now it's time to go to another very exciting step, which is going to be the blushes, the cream blushes from l.f.Cosmetics. Ah! So another product that is very interesting and quite popular in with l.f.Cosmetics is the blush. l.f. Putty Blush or l.f. Luminous Putty Blush. This is how they looks like. This is how the product looks like. And guys, in my collection I actually have 4 in the normal formulation and 2 in the luminous formulation. I definitely wanted to compare the formulations, so now you can actually see the swatches and see and compare them for yourself. How do they like in the direct sunlight? And I guess the only issue that I have with these bronzers is the names. The names, guys. What I'm trying to say is that the names are here in the boxes, like the Bora Bora here or the Belize right over here. They're on the boxes, but once you're gonna throw away the boxes, you don't know their names. You just don't know their names. So I have to mark again their names here so that I will remember their names, you know. So what are we going to do? We are actually going to apply a normal standard formulation on one side of my face and compare it with a luminous formulation on the other side of my face, and we're gonna see any differences or how does it look like side by side. Basically, well, what's the difference between the luminous and the normal formulation? So I'm taking two blushes from the normal formulation. One of them is called Fiji and one of them is called Turks and Caicos. I hope I'm spelling it right. So I'm going to mix these blushes all together, and first I am going to take the Turks and Caicos and put it right over here, and then a little bit lower I'm going to take the second putty blush, which is called Fiji. They're very creamy in consistency, and I am going to apply it right over here. And now I'm going to blend these products all together and see what kind of results I am going to have. I am going to use a brush, so here we go, and we can blend it. Okay, there's pigmentation here. Wow, okay, good. I guess, well, the thing is, in studio, with studio lights, you can think, oh my gosh, the blush. But in the real light, it is not that punchy. It's just the studio lights that kind of enhances the colors. In the normal light, it is not that punchy when it comes to this shade. But then we can take a sponge and we can take down a little bit of this color. I think it's good. I think it looks cute. Okay, good. On the other side, I am going to take the luminous putty blush, and one it's called Belize and second it's called Sunbart. The reason why I chose this for comparison is because, in my opinion, the normal formulation Turks and Caicos is very similar with the luminous version, which is Belize, and the normal version Fiji, it's very similar in shade with Sunbart, which is a luminous. So that's why I decided to mix them all together to have a good comparison side by side. So I am going to take the lighter one, which is Fiji. And apply it over here. Yeah. It's not that punchy. It's not that punchy. It's just the studio lights that kind of punches the color. Once I'm gonna go outside and have a check-in outside, you will see that this makeup, it is not that punchy as it looks right now within the studio lights. Good. Okay. Cute. Nice. And I am going to take another brush to apply it and blend it all together. On this side I had this brush, and on this side I'm going to use this brush. Hey, they look cute. They look cute. They look cute. I'm going to put a little bit here because we are in the middle of a summer, so I like the impression of having a bird nose. They're definitely, as you can see, blendable. Wow, okay. Looks cute. Really looks cute. Okay, very, so far, I guess so far so good, apart from the concealer, which we are going to talk in the second. But yeah, there are the blushes, there are the bronzers. Suddenly you can see my face is alive. It has a shape, it has dimension, it has structure, and it looks cute. And the eyeshadows looks very nice, looks very pretty. Okay, there's not many things left. Right now it's time to finish the makeup with a super famous setting powder from l.f. Cosmetics, which is This is the product. It is called e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder in the shade Light. This is how the product looks like, and I suppose it is quite famous for finishing and setting your makeup while giving you a very subtle glow, something like maybe what hourglass powders do, or recently I guess the powders, loose powders from Rare Beauty. This is the component, this is how it looks like. So, you know, I am going to set maybe a little bit of my under eye area because I need to show you this. We are just right few minutes after application. Bah! Oh my gosh, guys. The under eye area of the hydrating concealer. They're very needy already. You can see my every wrinkle. There was supposed to be hydrating. I don't see any hydration in here. Am I going crazy in here? You know? From afar, you would never say, but then when I come close, can you actually see it? Oh. Oh, I wanted it to be beautifully hydrating and radiant, and it's none of these so far. We'll see if the powder is going to help just a little, but I'm scared. Anyway, so this is the powder. This is how it looks like. Then we open, and then it's protected in here. There is a seal. So you basically break the seal. Like so. And then you can spin this thing around to protect it from, you know, throwing it away. And then you take the powder here on the lid. Cool. So you have the powder, and first what I'm trying to do, I will try to set one side of my concealer and see if powder's actually going to help, or it's not going. Oh my gosh, the creases. Ah. And I'm just taking just a little bit of a powder right over here and see. It looks better. It looks better with a powder, but you know what? This is the test. So I will have to keep it. I will have to keep it for the rest of the day like that, so that we can have a final comparison and see what has happened, okay? But this doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. I want it to look good. Anyway, I'm taking more powder here on the lid. I think this will be more than enough. And I'm taking a very fluffy brush and I'm going to swirl it. I think this is more than enough. I don't need more. And now it is time to apply the powder. Good! Let me approach and see you from the close-up how it looks like. It looks quite smooth. It is not matte. It basically brought some life to my face, but it's not super glowy at the same time. The effect, it's nice. The effect is nice. The effect is cute. These products, they work. They just work. As for the affordable brand, that's why probably they're being loved by many people, because some people, or many people, or just people in general, sometimes they don't like to splurge like 50 euros for the powders. They want to save a lot of money and buy a powder that just works, and I can say that it works. Along with the other products, but the final check-in is going to happen in just a second. So let me get ready and present you the makeup in a full glory, okay? And so, there you have it. Freshly applied makeup from l.f. Cosmetics. This is how it looks like, and looks cute. It looks really cute. It looks really very nice. Let me just approach to show you from the close-up. The blush, The eyeshadows, pretty cool. The bronzers, even the full coverage CC cream covered everything. And the concealer, oh well, you know, I just said things about the concealer and the powder. Everything put all together made this result, and it looks cute. So right now what we have to do, it's time to do some check-ins, especially the checking outside in the natural light, so that you can see that the colors are not so punchy actually. And then the final check-in by the end of the day, and my final thoughts about the products from e.l.f. Cosmetics. Hello gorgeous beautiful stars, Paris Star Channel here with the check-in outside using the natural light. And I must say it is actually quite funny, because I was just inside chilling and relaxing. I was like, shoot, we're running out of time, because let me just show you, the day is coming to an end. You are looking at the beautiful sunset. I'm outside chilling and watching that sunset while filming this check-in outside in the natural light for you. So basically, how does the makeup look like? Let me present you first this makeup on the photos, so that you can have a closer look, because guys, let's just be honest, the studio lights amplifies the colors in an incredible way, so that you can have a comparison actually how it looks like in the natural light. Here are these photos. Apart from that, now let me get you closer so that you can have a look how this makeup looks like in a natural light from the close-up. It looks quite cool, don't you think? So yeah, that would be it when it comes to this check-in in the natural light. Right now, I invite you back to the studio when I will share with you my final thoughts and my final opinion during the final check-in about the products from e.l.f. Cosmetics. Hello gorgeous beautiful stars, Paris Star Channel here with a final check-in and my final thoughts about the products from e.l.f. Cosmetics. As you can see, the day is slowly coming to an end. I don't know if you can see it. It is before midnight, so it's time to wash everything and get rid of all my makeup, and it's time to chill and relax and prepare myself for the next and exciting day. But before we're going to do it, it is time to approach and show you for the last time my makeup. So there you have it. This is the makeup that has been worn for solid hours, and this is how it looks like by the end of the day. So before we are going to summarize the makeup, let's first summarize the products that has been used and featured in today's episode. First things that I would like to talk about were tools that has been used. So first let's go to the brushes. First one was the brush that was used for the putty bronzer, and for my personal taste it is really very tiny. It is really very small. It is precise though, but it did not stole my heart. It is okay brush. It is just okay brush. There is no love, there's just a sympathy with this brush. On the other hand, the other brush that has been used for the puttyprimer, it is quite cute actually. This is very nice, this is very fluffy, it distributes the product evenly, and this spatula, really very cool. You can actually scoop the product very easily and then spread it all around and then use the brush. So for me, this is cool. This is a very nice tool. I actually like it a lot. When it comes to sponges, there were two sponges. One of them was the silicone sponge, and it did not work out for me, despite the very unique shapes that can be used for the concealer and the cream products and the silicone in here. Well, in my head, when I think of silicone, I think of the transparent silicone that is absolutely very smooth. This one is porous, has pores, you know? And as you can see, yeah, it's not super soft. It is not super soft like this one. So for me, this sponge would be a pass. I was hoping for the silicone to be completely different than the one that I encountered, and as I said, when it comes to softness, it is not super soft. So for me, this sponge, it will be a pass. But on the other hand, this sponge, this sponge is a love. It's love. It's just so nice and soft and precise. You can apply things in your under eye area, or even like, you know, the cream products right over here. This is love. This is a wonderful product, and I like it. I like it, and I enjoy it a lot. The next product that I would like to talk about was this little surprise. I mean, literally bite-sized surprise. Bite-sized eyeshadow, cream and sugar. And this is what happened on my eyes. And let me approach. This is how it looks like. So I can definitely tell, absolutely honestly, that the eyeshadows at this moment, they look a little bit tired. But at the same time, they do its job. You know, they really do its job. The application is super simple. The shimmers can be applied with the fingers. It actually looks better when applied with the fingers rather than with a brush. And the bite size fits everywhere, and it's just doing its job. Wonderful colors, and I can't wait to explore more of these, because on their website they propose many of these bite-size eyeshadows in many different colors, so I'm sure everyone can find its own colors. This one, in my opinion, is perfect for a daily makeup. It looks cute, it looks nice, you know. I like it, I really enjoy it. Another thing that has been used on my face and I would like to talk about were primers, very famous primers, and I must say I enjoyed all of them. The Poreless Putty Primer, it's a really very good primer that is going to perfectly prepare your skin for the application of the makeup. It kind of smooths the surface where it's applied. Well, don't think that your pores will disappear. Your pores will never disappear. But it's just prepare the surface perfectly for the application of the makeup that is going to last really very long. And for my normal to dry skin, it just works. And I like it and I enjoy it very much. Another primer was the Power Grip Primer. And that was a big surprise, actually. Guys, this actually will work under one very important condition. Do not let it to dry, because when it will dry, it will lose its stickiness, should I say. So l.f. Cosmetics claims to let it sit for 30 seconds and after 30 seconds apply your makeup. Any longer sit might actually set the product and might significantly reduce the stickiness. So as you could see during my test, it really worked. It really worked and was a big surprise for me. I can't wait to explore it more with many products, and for me, it's okay. It's a really interesting product. And my love, and my biggest love actually, should I say, was this one, e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. It's a perfect product that can be used as a primer that gives you a beautiful radiant glow, not over glowy, not over radiant, smooths your skin, nourishes your skin because there is some good skincare in it. It's wonderful, and on top of that it can be mixed with a foundation or CC cream, and guys, this is how it looks like. I actually used a CC cream that is pretty matte, and mixed with this is the final effect. Of course, right now it's amplified because of the lamps, of the studio lamps, but the effect is real, and for me it's a real love. So when it comes to these primers, I really like all of them. This is love. Another things that I would like to talk about would be the concealer, and guys, okay, there's no love, there's no sympathy in here, and I guess this is the only product that did not work for me the way I would like it to. But let me just approach so that you can see it from the close-up. This is my under eye area that looks really very tired, very wrinkly, very makeup-y. It kind of, the concealer cracked and separated and creased. So Can you actually see it? I know we're up close and personal, but I have to be absolutely honest with you, okay? If something doesn't not work for me, I definitely want to give you a reason why it doesn't work, okay? So, my opinion is, I'm over 40 years old. It was supposed to be hydrating. I did not feel any hydration. Quite the contrary, it was a very thick, high cover consistency that cracked and creased almost instantly. Even setting it up with a powder, it helped just a little bit, but after a while it still creased and separated. And I had the same experience, or very similar experience, with NARS, a radiant creamy concealer that everyone loves. Everyone says it's so nourishing, hydrating. It's neither hydrating or nourishing in my under eye areas. Of course, if you would see me from afar, you don't see it. But then when you see me from the front, you definitely see, okay, there's definitely something happened in the under eye area. On the other hand, I deeply believe that it's a wonderful concealer that can be applied all over your face, but not in your under eye area. That can definitely hide some imperfections, or can be used as a very light makeup, no makeup, just a few dots, you know, blend it, add some colors, bronzer, blush and powder, and you're ready to go. It did not certainly work out in my under eye areas the way I would always like for any concealer to perform. That's my opinion. And then the second product was this one, e.l.f. Camo CC Cream, and this is how it looks like after hours of wearing. So I must say it looks quite cool. It looks quite good, but then I had to know the product and I had to play with it, meaning because this is a matte product, I had to mix it with something nourishing and much more radiant. So this combination gave me that kind of an effect. I don't know how it would have performed on its own. I expect that it might not perform the way I want it. I'm a person that likes light to medium coverage, and the consistency of the product is not one of my favorite, because I like the very light kind of a gel, almost serum consistency. This is thick. This is thick, and it's full coverage in an instant. So it is not down my alley, but hey, that doesn't mean that might not work for you. If you're looking at a matte high coverage product, you might fall in love with this. Anyway, the bottom line is that it looks like this. So I can't be mad about how it looks like, because it looks very nice, but for my personal taste, it did not fit into my personal taste. There's another very honorable mention with the ingredients. Apart from the D-sodium EDTA that I am not a very big fan of, there are some very interesting ingredients in the form of niacinamide, panthenol, then the hyaluronic acid, then it even has some peptides. There are peptides, guys. There are peptides in this product. So for the ingredients, it is actually, when it comes to thinking about the ingredients in this product is actually very interesting. So for me, it gets okay. The concealer is a pass for my under eye area, but it's okay for the face, while this product is definitely okay for my face. Another product that I would like to talk about would be the bronzers, the putty bronzers, cream bronzers. And yeah, this is what I said before, and I still think that it's a little bit that when you throw away the carton box, the paper box, you will not write the names, you don't know what are the names of the bronzers. But that is just a little teeny tiny detail that is actually not super important. What it is important is that the color scheme of these bronzers, they're actually incredible. The feeling shady is almost gray, perfect for sculpting, absolutely wonderful, while the tan lines is perfect to bronze your face. So within the line you can find perfect bronzers that are actually not bronzing but sculpting, and bronzers that will actually bronze you and not sculpt. So there is a choice, and I absolutely like it. I absolutely enjoy it. It gets the job done. What is much more important is that these bronzers, they will not hurt you when it comes to application. What I'm trying to say is that the application and the pigment is very subtle. You can layer it, but they will definitely not be super punchy when it comes to pigment. They are application friendly, so I think they are definitely a great products to explore for everyone. I enjoyed it. They're really good, and they're doing a very good job when it comes to either sculpting or bronzing your face. Another product that has been used on my face and that I would like to talk about were the blushes, the putty blushes in the normal formulation or in the formulation that is luminous. And this is something that we need to dive deeper because, well, this is how it looks like, and I must say, during the day, these blushes, they will become a little bit tired and they will disappear just a little bit, but just a little bit. So if you would like to reapply, you're having a little bit of a trouble. Why? It's because, for me, it's my own personal opinion, when you apply it from the beginning, it is a cream that changes into some sort of a powder consistency when it sets already on your cheeks. So if you would like to reapply cream on something that has already set in the powder form, they might not exactly like each other. They might actually lift a little bit of a color or become patchy. So the best way would be to apply it while fresh and do not reapply it. These are the blushes that you definitely need to learn how to use them to squeeze out the huge and the biggest potential out of them. Once you're gonna learn how to do it, you should be happy. The luminous side is not super luminous in comparison with the normal one, which is good and not good. It depends. If you like super luminous, they're not that type of a luminous blushes, but if you like subtle luminous blush, you might actually enjoy it. The most important thing is that if you would compare it to the swatches were much more luminous in comparison with the real life and how do they perform during the day. They're kind of, this is what I've said, they're becoming tired during the day. Nonetheless, they're doing their job really very nicely, and I like them. I really enjoy them, you know. And the last product that I would like to talk about would be this one, the Halo Glow Setting Powder. A very interesting setting powder that it's not matte and not super glowy. It is something like in between. Let me just show you something. I don't know if you can see it. There is a super beautiful subtle glow, but it's not over glowy. It sets your makeup really in a delicate way, okay? It's not like it's going to suck out the life out of your face. No, it is a very subtle setting powder, but at the same time, it is beautiful, glowy and radiant, not over glowy, and for me, I like it. I really enjoy it. I think it's a very interesting product for setting, especially if you don't like matte makeup. This will definitely bring some life to your makeup and give a very beautiful and subtle glow. So yeah, guys, if you would like to ask me what kind of products stole my heart from the whole thing that I used, I'm going to tell you this. All three primers, absolutely, I like them, I enjoy them, they're doing their job wonderfully and perfectly. On top of that, the sponge, the camo sponge, perfect sponge for the under eyes, and the e.l.f. setting powder, these are the products that absolutely stole my heart, and these are the products that I definitely sincerely can recommend to explore. All the other products, they're definitely doing their job. They're really okay. Guys, we are talking about the affordable makeup, so you can't expect the super performance. At the same time, they really perform very well, and on top of that, this is how the makeup looks like after hours of wearing. So yeah, it's really cool. It's not bad. It is actually very, very nice. They're doing their job. So this is my opinion, and as always, I would like to say that Paris Star channel gives a green light to all these products that has been tested and featured in today's episode. They're definitely, for the price they're offering, they're doing their job and they perform quite nicely. Guys, so that would be all for today's episode. Thank you so very much for watching. Thank you so very much for tuning in and celebrating with me diversity and beauty that makes us all different and beautiful. What are we going to have for the next episode? If you would be interested, let me tell you this right away. There is a little box, and inside the box there is, ta-da, Dior. Okay, so we are leaving the affordable makeup and we're jumping into luxurious makeup. What is inside? It's really very exciting. So what it is inside, let me just show you, give you a little bit of a spoiler. Guys, Dior Addict lip products. Dior Addict lip products, they are going to be tested. There are going to be features in the form of lipsticks, in the form of balms, and in the form of lip oils. We're going to see it from the close-up swatch and just have some fun with some lip products, which for me is really very exciting. Are you excited to see this episode? Please stay tuned. In the meantime, this episode has come to an end. Thank you so very much for watching. See you next time. From Paris with love. See you soon. Bye bye now.